Hey everybody, it's Mr. E saying hello, howdy, and what's up? Another day, another beautiful day. Sky is nice. Of course, I got the beach right behind me, can't go wrong with that. And of course, fresh air. Fresh air, it's beautiful, it's wonderful. And of course, a little bit of fresh air means some cigarette. So we're going to get right to it today. We're still building the case. We're still building the case for me to be president. Because I think we need somebody of the people and for the people. Not somebody who's just going to kiss your ass and make us think that you're for us. And you're just for yourself. It's not me. So, foreign policy. I think it went out. It did. Foreign policy. Okay, first thing we need to address is our military presence overseas. Here's what needs to be done on that. We're spending billions on that every year. Can't afford it anymore. Those people who are saying pull them out immediately, that leaves a power vacuum. Can't do that either. I don't want to pull them out immediately. Can't do that. It's not a good idea. So here's what we're going to do on that. We're going to do a year. It should take 1 year from the time we decide to say enough is enough and pull our people out. We're going to pull them out slowly. About 6 months we should have all the equipment out necessary. Bombs, missiles, military equipment, anything we got going on that's essential, we take back with us. Then you know what we do? Take that base, we give it back to the people, and say, here you go, of that country, we say, here you go. It's all yours. Thank you for your service, thank you for your time. Have a nice day. In that transition, for about a year's time, that land goes back to the people of that country, can have it back. Now all of those troops that come home, we're going to free them up, put them back. They're going to go back into the economy and they're going to be some good people. You know why? Military people are highly organized, they're highly trained, they're highly efficient. They can be. And you know what? Private practice, yeah. They'll be very productive. They'll make a lot of differences. They'll make a lot of contributions, and we appreciate that. We want that. They make a lot of contributions now, and we appreciate that. We want them to come home. We want them to be a part of this country once again. Instead of going off and fighting for us, we want you to be a part of us one more time. Because guess what? You're American citizens. You've got the same rights as the rest of us. You fight for it. You might have died for it. And you know what? You need to be brought back, and you need to be rewarded for your generosity and for your contributions to this country. We appreciate it. We want you back. Because it's about time that we ask these countries overseas, all these other countries that we help out with our military bases and with our military subsidies, it's about time we ask them to say, hey, we need you to pull the load too, because we've been pulling it for a long time. It's time for you to help us out as well. Because you know what that means? That means they become independent, they become self-reliant, and they become our friends instead of our enemies. They don't have a reason to hate us because we have their land, we have their property, and we have a military presence there. It doesn't need to happen. Let's make friends instead of enemies. Oh damn, we're out again. I don't think I'm supposed to smoke a cigarette today. Well, that sucks, but we're going to try anyway. What's up, dog? So, bring all of our troops home, free up all those billions of dollars in subsidies that we spend overseas on other countries, bring that stuff home. Bring the money that we save on all of those troops, bring them back home. Secure our borders, get the drug crimes that are going on the borders of Mexico, we get that taken care of. Bring our National Guard home so they can allow that to work. And we can do the same thing for the Canadian border in case there's anything going on there. Make sure that we don't have anybody causing problems on our borders, so that way we can start taking care of our problems here at home. I think that is a very, very big necessity. But as far as the foreign policy goes, bring our military home. We start doing our work through the embassies, trading, negotiating, being friends, building relationships, doing good in those countries. No longer have a base in their country telling them how they do, or what, you know, the money that they bring in. Hey, we'll give you a little bit more money in military bases if you help us out and give us some stuff. No more of that. We're going to do it right. We're going to make them right. We're going to go ahead and let them be self-reliant. And for those people that are going power vacuum, guess what? If we give them a year to re-independent themselves, guess what? In that year's time, there won't be a power vacuum. And all those countries that do decide to come in, shove money in their faces, do this and that, well, guess what? They'll bankrupt themselves. And we'll be sitting back and laughing because we'll be saving our money, paying our debt, and taking care of our own. You know, if they want to bankrupt themselves, that's fine. Let them do it. Because guess what? It hasn't worked for us. It won't work for them either. Fresh air, it's beautiful. Now, I know a lot of you are sitting there going, well, you know, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Well, again, I'd rather our soldiers come home under our own terms in a year's time, have other countries be reliant and dependent upon themselves instead of us, and have this world actually take a step towards where it needs to go, which is working together, stopping killing one another, and hopefully one day we can understand that shit needs to change. Fairness and equality, ladies and gentlemen, it's a double-edged sword sometimes. But you know what? Everybody needs to be reliant and dependent upon themselves first before they be reliant or dependent upon anybody else. And that's what my foreign policy essentially states. Be reliant upon yourself. Don't look to others for help. If you need help, ask for it. We will be there. We are your friend. We are your trading partners. We will do whatever it takes to help you out. But don't ask us to come bail you out. We do hand up, not hand out. And that's where my foreign policy is. In fact, that's my domestic policy too. But we'll get there later. I guess I'm not smoking. So, that's how it goes to my military. Now our embassies are ours to do with as we please. And we're going to work through our embassies with our friends and our partners throughout other countries, but we're not going to do dictatorial regimes. We're not going to prop up other countries. We're going to let you be self-reliant one more time. I'm not going to say it too many more times, but I will say it again. Self-reliance. Dependence upon yourself. That's what you need to worry about. Other than that, hey, it is what it is. So, hey, we'll get to more foreign policy later. I'll probably do a little drive time home. It might be a little interesting, but it should be quite fun. So, again, once more, my plan for the military: bring our troops home, secure our borders, get all of our people out of these foreign countries that we don't need to be in anymore. Places like Germany, South Korea, all these places that we have troops in, we spend billions of dollars on, we don't need to do that anymore. Bring them home. Do it in a year's time. Draw that stuff down. Move that stuff out. Put the land back into the hands of the people of that country for free. We don't sell the land back to them. It's their land. We give it back to them so they can do whatever they want. We've stripped everything out, so it's ours to do. Once we get that stuff home, they don't have it. They don't need it. Bring our troops home within a year of all of those places, all of those drawdowns, all of that equipment will be useful here. We can either use it for civilian practices, we can use it for scrap, but whatever it is that we need to use it for, let's use it. We need to use it. We need to use our own people. We need to use our own resources. We need to use our own stuff, and we need to teach others and tell others. Time for your reliance on us to start to wane. You've got a year's time to get over us and over our subsidies. Do for yourself. If you want our help, we'll help you. Absolutely, not a problem. We're one of the most generous people on this planet. I mean, you look at what Haiti happened a couple years ago when they had the earthquake. We sent billions and billions of dollars down there in donations. Hey, it worked out wonderfully. You know, we are generous people, and we will do well for others because we can do well for ourselves as well. You know, we care and we want to do better for everybody else. We want to see everybody do better too. And that's what it comes down to. We're raising the standards so everybody can work their way up. We're not lowering standards because we want you to work your way up. We don't want you to take steps down. So this is Mr. E saying be reliant on yourself, be independent, think for yourself, and hopefully everything will work out in kind. Mr. E saying good night. Enjoy.